Dear friends, I hope this message finds you well. It struck me in the beginning of Parshas Toldos, the opening pasuk. Eila Toldos Yitzchak ben Avram, Avram Holiness Yitzchak. These are the generations of Yitzchak, the son of Avram. Avram birthed Yitzchak. And obviously the Mefarshim point out why the redundancy. Obviously, once you're telling me that Yitzchak is the son of Avram, it goes without saying that Avram, so to speak, birthed Yitzchak. Why the need for that additional phrase, V'Avraham holded as Yitzchak? And Rashi HaKodesh says something so beautiful. Rashi says, Lefisha hayu leitzanei hadar omre me Avimelech nis abra Sarah. You know, they were late son, right? Mockers, scoffers. And they said that Yitzchak wasn't really Avram Avinu's biological child. He really was the child of Avimelech. Now, why did they say that? Because all the years Sarah was living with Avram, she never became pregnant. Not so long after being abducted by Avimelech, she becomes pregnant. So people, the scoffers, the late son, were saying, oh, you see that Yitzchak is not really Avram's son, he's really Avimelech's son. So Chashbar Baruch Hu made a miracle. So Akadosh Baruch Hu made a miracle, and he made Yitzchak almost look like exactly like Avram Avinu. And the fact that there was such similarities, the fact that Yitzchak looked exactly like Avram, so obviously led people to the undeniable reality that Avraham holded as Yitzchak, that obviously Avram Avinu was the father of Yitzchak. And it struck me, it's interesting that there were these late son, there were these scoffers, and they were saying something like really terribly inappropriate. And you think for a moment, like, if you're Avram Avinu, I don't know, maybe you'd want to respond to this yourself. Maybe you should say something. Maybe Avram should stick up for himself, stick up for the dignity of Sarah, stick up for the dignity of Yitzchak. Yet, interestingly enough, Avram Avinu apparently never said anything. He didn't engage. He held his tongue. And with that act of self-restraint, HaKadosh Baruch Hu came along and kind of took care of it for him. HaKadosh Baruch Hu fought the fight. Avram Avinu didn't engage. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu created this miracle whereby Yitzchak looked exactly, was a spitting image of Avram Avinu. And therefore, again, like the scoffers and the mockers, their entire mockery and scoffery was totally diffused. I think that there's a tremendous Mosar Haskell. Because so many times in life, like, we find ourselves in these type of situations of people who are disparaging, of people who are mocking, of people who are saying things that maybe are hurtful, inappropriate, and just downright unnecessary. And often like the reflexive reactions to respond, to say something back. You're going to give it to me, I'm going to give it right back to you. And I think what Avram Avinu is modeling for us is that sometimes the greatest thing we can do in life is to exercise self-restraint. Just don't do it. Take the high road. Because if you take the high road, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will have your back. If you take the high road, if you say, you know what, I'm not getting down into the mud. I'm not gonna get into this with someone. It's just unnecessary. It's beneath me. It's beneath my station. I'm at Tselem Elokim. I'm an image of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'm a chilek Elokami Ma'al Mamish. I'm a spark of the Ribono Shel Olam. It's not befitting of me to get into the mud. If you hold your tongue and you go ahead and you exercise self-restraint, sometimes HaKadosh Baruch Hu will just fight your battles for you. You don't have to get into the mud. You don't have to get down and dirty. But rather, again, sometimes taking the high road in life allows HaKadosh Baruch Hu to fight the battles for me. When I exercise self-restraint, I almost become divine-like. I was thinking about this as well, that if you think about one of the major qualities of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, is that the Ribono Shel Olam exercises self-restraint all day long. How so? We all commit averos. So if you think about it, an Avera is an affront to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And yet we know, I commit many Averas, and there's no immediate divine response. Right? It's not like a lightning bolt comes out. Why? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu abstains. He restrains himself. Kiviyachol, he has self-restraint also. He doesn't respond to every slight. He doesn't respond to every indignity. He doesn't respond to every single shtach. The Ribono Shel Olam exercises self-restraint every single day. And it's almost as if what he's asking of us, he's telling us, you're at Tselem Elokim, you're created in my image. I exercise self-restraint. Kadosh Baruch Hu says, you exercise self-restraint as well. Whether it's on interpersonal dealings, whether it's on social media, not every statement requires a response. Not every single thing that a person does or says requires me to react or to act in kind. Sometimes the best thing I could do is to be like my Father, to be like my Creator. The Ribono Shel Olam exercises self-restraint throughout the day. And I have to try to find the ability to do the same. Avram Avinu did it. He didn't respond to the mockers, to the scoffers. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, good, you hold your tongue. You exercise self-restraint, I got your back. And I think HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes us that same avtacha as well. If we exercise that same level of divine self-restraint, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I promise, don't get down in the mud. I'll fight your battles for you. Have a wonderful day.